Happy Valentine's Day! Today I thought I would do a little video reviewing this month's Ipsy and BoxyCharm because I just got both of them a couple days ago and I haven't gotten a chance to try the products yet. And instead of doing it like last time where I talked about a subject, I figured we'd just review the products that were in the box and skip all the in-between parts where nothing is from the box itself. So I just want to quickly say thank you so much for the great response to my last Get Ready With Me that was kind of chatty about relationships. I definitely want to do more of those. I want to do something about like fat in-person community, plus size community, actually getting with other like-minded people outside of, you know, like weight loss only places. And I have been to a couple of things recently and I will be going to something. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that this past summer I went to a body positive camp and I'll be doing that again this next year. So I want to share a little bit about that and why it's important to me. But if there's other subjects that you really want to hear me talk about, please let me know because I'd be happy to share. It's just kind of figuring out like what are people curious about. So let me know down in the comments. All right, so before I get ready, let's go over what I got in each bag. I did already open Ipsy because I opened both of them. I just haven't messed with any of the products in BoxyCharm, but I did mess with a couple products in Ipsy because I'm not used to waiting. So with Ipsy this time, they started letting you do add-ons. So they'll show you what's in your Ipsy bag and then you can add on additional things. And so I did choose to add on additional trial sizes and they're $3 each, which is not too bad to like try something out. So the first thing I got was this Hanalei lip balm in peach pink. I already own this in rose and I knew I liked it. And these things are actually pretty expensive. I think you get 3 for $15. So I felt like $3 for one was a pretty good deal, and I was interested in the color. I will say I'll go ahead and put it on just because it's moisturizing until I'm ready to do something lip-wise. It doesn't really have an applicator, it just comes like straight out of the tube, which some people may or may not like. I guess you could put it on your finger, but that's not what I'm gonna do. It doesn't really have a color. The rose one has more of a color. I mean, there is a slight tint to it, but I put this on every night before I go to bed. Very happy for $3 with that. The other thing I got was, I've been looking for concealers. I did end up breaking down and buying another Tarte Shape Tape, but before that, I said yes to this. This is a Kokie Professional Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I got it in Light SC762, and this is what it looks like. It's a pretty good size amount of concealer. It's 0.2 fluid ounces. I'm looking at it because I also get this Revolution one from Ulta, and the Ulta one says that it is 0.14 ounces. So like I'm getting more just in this $3 thing than I got in this full size. And this one, like the outside's really thick, so it looks like it's a lot of product, but it's not. So pretty good deal on this. Some people got it in their bag. I saw what was in my bag and decided to try it, so we'll definitely use that today. All right, so the bag has lips on it. If you've been doing, I did Ipsy for 2 years already. You can start collecting a lot of these bags. I start giving them away or using them in gifts, depending on if I like it. So I do have like travel makeup bags that are bigger, but this is nice for like a kind of a small occasion. This is a pretty quality made one. It's almost like a leather-like fabric, then it has a print. So the first thing that I got are these eye masks. They are from KNC Beauty, all natural retinol infused eye masks. You do get a handout with everything that's in your box, and this one, or in your Ipsy bag, this one says blah 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 blah. It helps soothe, reduce dark circles, and depuff under your eyes. So I definitely have dark circles, but I don't have time to do an eye mask. You are supposed to keep this on for 10 to 15 minutes. You can also refrigerate them so they're cooling. So I probably will do that because those are nice, and they're shaped like little. They're shaped like that kind of like shooting star. So that's cute, and you get 2 of them. They retail, how much does it retail for? Well, it doesn't say what they retail for, so I have no idea how much those are in real life. All right, the next item I got is this Multi-X Repair Cream. This is by the brand Lab For You. Instantly soothes and moisturizes skin after any irritation or damage. All right, so it's professional repair formula, anti-wrinkle and brightening daily calming moisturizer. So I use Hanalei's Aloe Moisturizer on a daily basis. I'm kind of scared to try other moisturizers because it can really like mess up my skin, but maybe I'll try this like on a weekend or something. Also, I'm sorry for my like lack. That looks bad, but I can't be bothered to go fix it right now after I've already started filming. I do have a couple items up. I have this from ModCloth. That dress back there is from City Chic. I need to start putting my other items up because I am doing a haul soon. So this next item looks like it's a eyeshadow. Meech and Mia is the brand. This is their pressed eyeshadow in taupe, and it doesn't say what the price would be. It is really pretty. It's almost, it is definitely like a dusty rose, deep dusty rose color. So very pretty. Yeah, so we'll try that out. It's matte, so. All right, and the next thing I got is MAC. It's their Studio Fix Powder Foundation in NC30. I did try this the other day. It comes like a little foundation and then a little sponge. The foundation looked a little bit too yellowy for me, but I do think in the summer this could work, and it'd probably be something I would keep in my purse for like when I'm having like some shiny moments, because I don't actually wear powder foundations, but this is a tiny sample size. All right, and the last thing I got is a brush. This is the Iceling Organics Ecolux eyeshadow brush. I did just buy a bunch of eyeshadow brushes, but this is a nice one. I like that it's dual-sided for travel. And the brushes seem really nice and like dense and soft. So yeah, we'll try that out. So I got a brush, a foundation sample, an eyeshadow, a moisturizer, and then what was the last thing? Oh, and the eye masks. I would say that's kind of like not the most exciting Ipsy bag I've ever gotten. Eyeshadows and taupes, like how many of these do we get? This is a pretty color. I'm willing to try it out. Not enough really to do anything for me. This is pretty good. All right, so if you don't know, Ipsy is $10 a month. I pay for a whole year at once. I don't know if I'm gonna do it next year simply because I've done it for a couple years now. But I get a little discount because I pay for a whole year at one time. And then, yeah, so you get like 5 sample size products per month as part of it. All right, I also have my BoxyCharm. I did open it, but I didn't mess with any of it, so I haven't tried any of it out. BoxyCharm is, I believe, $20 a month, and then you get more full-size products as part of it. I don't know if they're all full-size or just get mostly full-size. And the difference is these boxes are themed, so like everyone kind of gets the same stuff. And this one says that, let's see, almost every single item. There's only one item that's under $20, so you're getting like a lot of stuff for your $20 thing. So this month's theme is Afterglow. And it comes like this, and then there's a product underneath it, so everything is kind of like safely contained. All right, so the first item I'm like super excited about because I don't actually have a makeup primer. I just use my moisturizer, and it is the No Problem Primer Smooth and Pore Covering from Touch in Soul. I am very excited about this. That's a really hefty bottle of primer. It is retails for $18, so that's also something that like money-wise I would be able to restock if I ever decided I like it. But also I've been having like increasingly big problems with my pores, especially right here. I have really big pores right here. I can see it in my makeup. I hate it. Everywhere else seems to be fine, but I'm excited about a primer that is meant to shrink and hide your pores. All right, the next thing is a full-size mascara. It's a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This retails for $24, and this is in their black color. I've never actually used, I'm trying to think if I've ever gotten a sample of this. I don't know that I have. That's how the brush looks, so it has kind of like that inner section that is smaller. But I am interested in trying new mascaras. I did recently get this one from, I got the Buxom Big Lash, or Big T's mascara. I got this from TJ Maxx, and I've been really liking it. Like, I actually use it with this one, which I've shown before. I've been using them together. So we'll see how this other one does. All right, the next thing is a facial cleanser. This is called Pharmacy's Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. It's in a really nice bottle, and again, a really good amount of facial cleanser. An ultra gentle facial cleansing gel that washes away surface oil, impurities, pollution residue, and makeup while nourishing skin with honey and hyaluronic acid. Apply to wet skin and massage in the face. Use morning and night, so it can be something that you use pretty often. I've heard this Pharmacy brand is really good, so I'm excited about this. I do like the idea of like honey being as part of it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll have to just, you know, at some point tell you how these things went, because obviously I haven't tried it yet. The next thing is from the brand Trustique, and I've actually gotten a good amount of Trustique over the years of doing Ipsy, but they're usually the small ones. Let me see if I can find one. Yeah, so usually they look like this, and they're a small one, and it's just the lip, and it's usually pretty narrow. So this one is different. This one retails for $25 because it's a prime and glaze lip crayon. So in the bottom portion, okay, you pull it off. Oops, and I've already dinged it. You have a primer, lip balm, and then the top portion is the color. It is looking a little different than what I'm used to, because I'm used to kind of like the crayon. I will say, every time I've gotten a Trustique, it's always been a dark color. I'd really like to try one of their nudes. Trustique does a lot of stuff with Ipsy and basically all these. Oh, that's kind of cool. It has like a magnetic closure. Cool. And it's always a really dark color. I would like to see something that's lighter from them, but we'll try this out today. The last item was underneath for, you know, to save it. Okay, pretty. Now, I've heard of this brand, but I've never tried anything. It's by Pretty Vulgar. And this is their Shimmering Swan Highlighter. It's a full size and it retails for $32. So I paid less for this box than this thing costs if you were to buy it in the store. It's definitely like a bronzy, peachy highlighter, so we'll see how that goes on the skin. Well, okay. It's actually very subtle, so, but we'll see. That's on my skin, on my hand that's like slightly dry, etc. So we're gonna get ready, and honestly, the way things kind of went out, I'm not gonna try the foundation. Do I need to try this? I might skip that one. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't wear powder foundation. But I'll definitely try everything else because it all hits a different category besides some of the facial stuff, just because I don't have time and I've already washed my face and all that stuff. All right, so let's start out with the No Problem primer. Has a nice little pump. Okay, looks like this. Okay. It was a little bit like thicker on my like as soon as when it pumped out, I thought it was gonna be like a really thin gel, but as soon as you start moving it around, it feels a little thicker. It has a nice smell. Oh, I don't know what to describe it as besides like, yeah, some kind of facial cleanser smell. I do have really dry skin on my chin area, so I'm interested to see how that impacts things. It feels slightly, just a little bit, greasy. I've tried different primers in the past. Like I've tried the Pornomore or whatever like that, and it was really thick. Like it was very silicone-y. This one feels less like that. I mean, I think there must be some silicone in here, but it's not as thick as that was. I can just tell there's something similar in the way they're made. So it took 2 pumps to do my entire face. It feels less greasy now. I feel like it's settling in. Are you supposed to wait like in between time that you put on a primer and you put on foundation? Because if you are, I need that number. Like, I need to know how long you're supposed to wait. Like, do you let it sink in like moisturizer? Questions for the world. It's been less than a minute. I feel like it's not greasy anymore. Like, I can tell it's worked into the skin. So I'm gonna put on foundation and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just put on my foundation and definitely, like, it definitely filled in. Like, I don't see my pores here. I do see this one. That's a massive pore. Like, if you thought that was a freckle, that's a massive pore. Welcome to my face. But for the most part, like, it looks really good. I'm interested to see how it goes throughout the day. However, I will say, like, around my mouth, it looks a little, like, cakier than usual. And I think, you know, it could be the way it's, like, not dealing well with the dry skin there. So we'll see. The trade-off might be that I might need to use that pore primer just right here and then use my normal moisturizer right here without any primer. That's something I could do to just make it last longer, right? Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I'm gonna put it underneath my eyes. I'm also gonna put it on my chin area because I have discoloration. Okay, the first thing I notice is, like, it feels like a very liquidy concealer coming out the thing. Okay. Color seems fine. Like, it is brightening. It's gonna be lighter than my skin tone. I would say, like, the doe foot's not as comfortable on the skin as the one from Tarte Shape Tape. But Tarte Shape Tape's doe foot is so large that I think that's what makes it more comfortable. Okay. So it's a little bit harder to cover, like, more area because you're going to go in and get more product. And it's not as thick, it's more watery, so that's just what I'm used to. So this could still be good. Okay, enough.
Take on me, I'm worth your while. Honestly, I'm running a bit wide. Be brave.
Okay, I like that. I mean, I do think it's thinner than the Tarte Shape Tape, but I paid $3 for it and it's working pretty well. I would say if the Tarte Shape Tape feels too thick for you, this might be a good alternative. It definitely blends well into your foundation. You can't, like, see where it was and where it ended, you know? Okay. Yeah, pretty good. Again, we'll have to see kind of how it goes through the day, but pretty decent. Okay, since I only got highlighter and no other kinds of facial products, I'm gonna go with my normal bronzer and blush and all that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's do eyes. I'm just gonna put this in the crease just to see what it's like as a taupe. Obviously I'm gonna do something else besides this, and I will go in. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this side to put some stuff into my crease. Picking up, looks like a pretty good amount it's picking up.
Take a leap of faith.
This is a very subtle color, like very subtle. I'm gonna use the flat side just to see if that, you know, increases the amount of it showing. It's still a very subtle color. I mean, I like it. I like subtle colors for like daytime. You could put this in without worrying that's gonna get too dark or something. But it's very subtle. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to go in with something darker after this. It does blend well. It's very cool tone, pinky gray. That's probably what taupe is, you know. Taupe. It's taupe, like it says it is. I have not. Some of you gave me suggestions for people to go watch for makeup. I have not done that yet, but I do plan on doing it. Whenever I was going and buying gifts for the giveaway, see my work outfit video for that. And I also had some gifts to buy for this like Valentine exchange program I was doing. I looked a lot at the makeup at TJ Maxx and I found some really cool eyeshadow palettes. So I definitely want to play around more with learning how to do eyeshadow. Okay. I don't know why the skin here just like really prominently shows something. Like, even if I didn't like put stuff right there, it just like really highlights it. But anyways, that's the color. Kind of mushroomy, you know, taupe color. I feel like I need some other stuff. It is really nice. Like, I think it's nice. It's nice. I just don't think like it's that outside of what other people already own. But it's definitely nice. The brush is nice too. I like it. Feels good against my skin. Okay. So one of the palettes I picked up when I was at TJ Maxx was this Volcano Goddess by Becca Cosmetics. I believe I got it for like $17. I'll have to go look up what it retails for. But it's very pretty. Very pretty. And it has some like shades up here that are good. Crease, you know, mixing shades. And then lots of metallics. Some from like really glittery metallics to just shimmer metallics. So I've been enjoying this. That taupe color is very much like their granite, except for, okay, so you can see the difference here. This is kind of like their middle shade granite for blending. This is the taupe next to it. This taupe is much more purple and dusty rose than their granite is. Okay, so I already have some crease color. I'm gonna go in slight with some more granite just to see if that actually darkens it up or not. It did a tiny bit. I don't know if it's noticeable to you. Okay, and then I'm gonna do Agate Ash, which is this one right here. It's kind of that same, what I call it, mushroom. Mushrooms sound like the least sexy color in the world. Mushroomy, gray-brown color, and it has some shimmer to it. Here I am just hoping you can see it, because every time I feel like I do something with shimmer, you can't see any of it on the camera. Alright, and then I'm going to pop this Diamond Dust, this white color. You can see I've already gotten other colors on top of it. Let me just... It literally just looks like little flecks of diamond. That came off a little heavier than I anticipated it to be. Yeah, oh well. I love this. I love the Diamond Dust one because, yeah, it's just little flecks of illuminating stuff. It can go in any color. And I just put that towards the front. Alright. Yeah, I know. Boring. Boring, maybe, but my kind of pushing at everyday makeup for myself. Okay. Alright, I like the brush. I'll definitely use that brush again. I actually do like this color too. It's a good everyday color. It's just nothing like special, but it's very nice. Yeah, very nice. Okay. So let's do brows and mascara. I'm just gonna do my normal brow, which is Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. So I will see you when I'm done with that. Let me just pop on some brow gel. This is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It's really cheap. My eyebrow hairs are very long and unruly. Okay. So I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing, which is using this lash primer by NYX. Then we'll use the mascara. I feel like if you're testing it out, you should test it out with your normal routine. So if you don't wear a lash primer, then don't worry about it.
Take a leap of faith.
I will say, it looks like there's a lot of product at the front and the back of this, which makes me a little nervous when I get a lot of clumping, but we'll see.
And the sun is set high, and I believe you when you say
Definitely got a lot of eyeshadow on my lid, which is actually kind of normal for me, because the hairs on this side are super curly. Let me do the other side before I have too many thoughts or opinions. I mean, obviously, if you look at like this versus this, that's a dramatic difference.
take on me, I'm worth your while. Honestly, I'm running a bit wide. Be brave.
This eye is a good eye in terms of like the lashes being nice and flared out.
Beside me, happy days.
Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay. Ooh, this eye is watering a little bit. Not sure why. So it definitely worked better on lashes that weren't too curly. I also think that I kind of like still want it to be a little bit thicker towards the base. But I also want to test out this mascara, but I also want to add more mascara. I'm just going to add more mascara. So like this kind of applicator is more my friend because it's so tapered at the front, and so I feel better kind of like getting in there, whereas the one that I just tried like makes me nervous. I'm just gonna like put mascara all up in my eye.
Here beside me, happy days. Running on the
Considering I don't wear my eyeliner, I'm okay putting on like a ton of mascara. That does not bother me. Alright, so I think it was good, but I like it with both of them on there. I feel better about it. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Good mascara. So, before we do lips, let's try the highlighter. Again, by Pretty Vulgar. I don't wear, well, I wear a little bit of highlighter. I don't wear a lot on my cheeks because right here and right here is where I have like acne texturing from the past. I'm gonna use this brush. This is a Luxie brush, tapered highlighter brush. Do y'all see anything? I'm not sure I see anything yet. Okay. See all that? That's where all my texture is. It is definitely what I would consider like well, I guess, well, that's a lot of, right, maybe I was gonna say it's very minimal, but yeah, I put a lot on my nose there. Okay, not sure how I feel about that one. Not sure. I feel a little bit like I can't tell what it's doing, and I want to be able to tell what my makeup's doing. I'm gonna put on my Bare Minerals Invisible Glow, kind of like finishing powder. I remember now what this was similar to. It's similar to this Hourglass Dim Light lighting powder, dim light. That's the color I got. I don't really notice this doing that much. I feel like the Bare Minerals is basically the same product. It's kind of like a finishing powder, just, you know, lets you be illuminizing. Okay, let's do lips. Okay, so I just got rid of everything that was on my lips from my makeup application. We're gonna try the primer first. Doesn't have any smell to it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. So, I can see like stuff on my lips already. Don't know if that was dry skin or just I didn't do a good job cleaning my lips. This primer doesn't really feel like anything. It doesn't necessarily feel smoothing or moisturizing. But maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe it does something else. All right, what color is this? This is English Rose. It looks pretty dark to me. Obviously you could go heavier. I just feel like that's already enough color for me. It was weird to apply it with this like weird shape. I had to like figure out where it was gonna go. I will say, because of that primer, once you have the color on, it spreads really easily. It's a very pink color. But yeah, that's pretty. It's brighter than my normal everyday, but I could definitely see it for like a night out type of thing. I'm gonna go in with my own highlighter to do some of my own little spots that I guess I could use a small brush to do, but it hasn't convinced me that I want to like put the Pretty Vulgar product there. Okay, so that's my face using my stuff from my BoxyCharm and my Ipsy bag. I like it. I like most of it. I definitely think there's a time and place for me to use this. It's a very pretty color, so I can keep in mind outfits that would look nice with it. I do like this. I'm looking at my skin right now, and I do think it does what it says it's gonna do. I can still see some pores, but it's not. It's better than normal. I also feel like the areas where I had dryness aren't as bad as they were, but what I might do is just mostly use this right where I have like the issues with my pores. The Pretty Vulgar thing I'm still kind of unsure about. I'm not sure to what degree it like does anything. I've heard really good things about this brand, but I don't know. The concealer I think is pretty decent. Pretty decent concealer. I like this. I wish I had a different applicator, but the actual product seems pretty good. But I will still keep using that. The brush for application for eye makeup was good. So overall, yeah, I think a pretty good set of stuff for me to try out. And I still have all the skincare things that I can also do. So I'm very happy with this month's BoxyCharm and Ipsy. Let me know what you think down in the box, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.